What is going on, everybody? It is Kmplxity. I am back with some more IDUBBZ. So shout out to Ozzy Cop for going ahead and making these compilations so that way we don't have to actually go ahead and watch anything that IDUBBZ puts out unless it's in the form of clips. So let's get right into this delusional man's rant about how amazing he and Anissa are.
Holy God, what are you showing me? His head. Come on!
Like highlights of my streams, essentially to like mock me or like talk shit.
Hey, that's what Ozzy Cop does. Look, it's just so easy to do when you say so much dumb stuff. It's incredibly easy to just mock you, to laugh at you, to just watch what it is that you do on the internet and just to look at it and be like, you know what? At least I'm not as pathetic as this guy.
And the things that they highlight, I'm like, oh, that makes me look good. Like, that doesn't make me look bad.
Look, when you're already delusional, when you're already, you know, delusional enough as it is, nothing can make you look bad. Like, that's just the bottom line, right? You're going to look at this and you're going to be like, oh my God, look at how amazing I am. Because if you think that that you're not saying anything wrong, that you don't have the ability to be critiqued, you know, when you have just such a massive ego on you. And of course, when you think, oh, you know, I went to therapy, so I know everything. Yeah, of course, you're going to look at somebody making fun of you and be like, that makes me look really good, actually. Fucking delusional loser, man.
Like, a lot of the things that they will clip, I'm just like, okay, you like gave the full context of this and you think it makes me look stupid. Like, one of the ones was
dude, the thing is that with IDUBBZ, unlike with Hassan, IDUBBZ, you could give all the context in the world and he still will be wrong, because 9 out of 10 times he just has no idea what he's talking about. Now, there's, you know, Hassan's the same way, but with IDUBBZ, he's fed these points, right? He's fed these talking points. He's fed these thoughts, these ideologies, these certain aspects of his personality. He's fed them. So just like when he talks about like Ethan Klein or something, or the band that he was like, oh, well, they're, you know, they're bad people, you know, because they're what, oh my God, whatever the fuck the word is that they always end up using. They're Zionists, right? Like, he doesn't know what a Zionist is. He was just told, hey, these people are Zionists, so say Zionist. So when he gets clipped for the dumb stuff he says and everybody laughs at him and says he's wrong, I mean,
I was talking about the difference, how some of my biggest haters were my biggest lovers 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's because you put out good content back then.
And I was like, love and hate are...
And you weren't this like pathetic freaking slug just going around and being bullied by everybody.
very similar emotions. They thought I was like psychotic or sociopathic for saying that. And I'm like,
no, people thought you were dumb for saying that. They don't hate me. They actually love me. No. That's where you're wrong. People do actually dislike you. People do actually hate you. People do actually believe the criticisms that they're giving. There are so many thousands and thousands of people who do not like you or Anissa, and it's for good reason. I'm not going to say all of them are for good reasons, but they're still for good reason.
no, dude, I'm light years ahead of you. Like, if you go to any fucking therapist, anyone who knows their shit, they will tell you that that's the case.
Guys, I went to therapy. Okay. Is therapy for woke people the same way that like freaking veganism is for white people? Is that really what it is? Because it seems that way. Like, if you're woke and you go to therapy, it's just like you have to tell people, right? You just have to. It's like, it's literally, therapy is veganism for woke people. And of course, you already have woke people who are vegan, so they're going to tell you that no matter what. But IDUBBZ's whole character is, I know what's right. Okay, I know it's right because I go to therapy. Like, motherfucker, you have to pay somebody hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to help you understand what's going on in your brain, okay? Your head. What makes you think that you can understand what's going on in somebody else's head if you don't even have the ability to understand what's going on in your own? Like, this dude wants to talk about how I'm empathetic. I learned empathy at 30 years old. I know all this stuff. I know all of these therapy words and meanings and shit. Dude, you're the one who's fucked up. You're the one who's in therapy. You're the one who needs professional help. So when you have people saying that you need professional help, it's not a matter of if. Like, you're in therapy. You obviously need professional help. And that's no knock to therapy. Therapy is a great tool for people who need it. But just because you're in it doesn't all of a sudden grant you some like superiority over people who don't go. Some of us don't go because we don't fucking need it. And then some of us don't go because we just don't want to be told what's wrong with us.
Like, that is not a weird thing to say. Like, those feelings, yes, are passion. They both require passion. It's an energy. But they thought that was so stupid. What in the world?
You are. Because your thought is that these people don't hate me. They actually love me. And that's not true. Like, that's not how it is. Like, you haven't proven anything here. All you did was say hate and love are very close together. Wow, awesome. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Secondly, you didn't like prove that these people don't actually hate you, that they actually love you instead. You're just hoping that it's true. You're coping with that fact that people just don't like you anymore.
Woo! We just had a mega gift. An anonymous gifter just gifted 25 subs. Oh, man. I want to know who they are. I don't want them to be anonymous. Thank you so much, anonymous gifter. You just fucking...
Well, I don't know why he would be paranoid there, Ozzy. But at this, yeah, I don't know. This dude, he's freaking. I don't know. To me, I'm looking at this, right? I see the microphone. I see the dog bed. I don't want to say he's copying Hassan. I know he's been saying I'm the white Hassan, but like Hassan's already white. It's a little, I'm not exactly sure how much whiter you need for Hassan, but I don't know, man. I'm not somebody who is like, if you're going to be there to entertain people, don't eat while on stream. That's just me. Sometimes you can't avoid it if you're doing like long streams, but take a break. You know, if you're afraid to take a break during a stream or to stop it and come back, I mean, those people might not be there for you, bro.
25. That fucking covers the whole chatterino. That means Jessica, you were saying some nice things in the chat. They gifted you a sub.
Oh no!
One of these has got to be like Giardia or Nate or another fucking loser who got gifted a sub. Pretty sure. With this new,
was he just like so surprised that somebody gifted him he had to go and check everything? I don't get. I don't know because I'm not IDUBBZ. I haven't gone to therapy, so I don't know what podcasting is. But I guess eating fucking what was that pie and talking about people getting subs is the way to go.
New patron goal. I think Pro last said it as well. We're gonna get the soundboard going. I'm gonna order a soundboard once stream's over. And we'll play sounds.
Okay, yeah. He's still bitching about H3, but didn't he say that H3 had a racist soundboard, and so now he's getting a soundboard? And who sets a soundboard as like a goal? Don't have your people buy you a sound. I mean, yeah, you could use the money, but it's like, don't make it be a goal. Just fucking pay for it. Just buy it behind the scenes. Hook it up.
A lot of good sounds because, oh man, there's so many. A lot will be taken from the harassment podcast, okay? One
You
soundbite I'm thinking,
serious? Are you serious? He was complaining. He's been complaining nonstop about H3's soundboard and how it's racist and how it uses and it's bullying people because they take clips from somebody else or take clips to bully somebody. And yet here he is talking about how he's going to take clips from H3's freaking podcast to put on the soundboard. This dude's a fucking loser. This dude is a crybaby bitch. Dude. It is aggravating to even react to anything that he does because it's like how the mighty have fucking fallen, dude. You've gone from being this guy who just big dick on campus, just walking around, duck because I'm about to turn right. You know what I'm saying? And you're reduced to this just pathetic, can't upset your fans at all whatsoever, or the views go away shell of a man. And you do such hypocrisy as in talking shit about H3 having a soundboard with clips from other people that they've been beefing with just to go ahead and make it a fucking donation goal to get a soundboard so you can clip parts of H3. You know what? You know what, IDUBBZ? Just one more live stream is all you need to convince everybody. Just one more video, one more content cop, one more live stream, and you'll convince everybody just how happy you are, just how unbothered you are, just how right you are.
of specifically is when him and the rest of those losers basically were all like, what the hell? Your video's making us think, or some shit like that. It's not even funny. IDUBBZ really just wants us to sit down and think? It's like, yeah, bitch, I do.
Think about what? Think about what, bro? None of the videos you've put out have been thought-provoking. The only actual thought that it's even made anybody like have is what the fuck happened to this dude.
I don't know if it'll fit into a soundbite, but we'll see. Zavatno. It's a very interesting dichotomy. I think I used the word fat in my recent video. And I think at one point I just put on a goofy voice. I'm like, good job, Dan. Good job, Dan. And they actually had pearl clutching moments for both of those. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And when I called Kate dumb as rocks, they were like, oh, no, how could you do this?
You don't get to turn around and, okay, you don't on one hand get to brag about therapy and how you learned empathy and how you're the empathy guy and that you're the emotion police, you're the therapy cop, right? You're the dude who knows best and all about being a good human being, that you're just this amazing, untouchable, freaking unblemished person. And then on the other hand, get upset over people quote unquote pearl clutching when you talk shit about somebody else. Like, again, man, it just makes absolutely no sense. It's like a cop breaking the law, a lawyer breaking the law, a judge breaking the law. Like, it's like, that's like you're doing the complete opposite of what you are supposed to be doing, what you've pledged yourself as, or what you've portrayed yourself as. You have IDUBBZ and Anissa every single second that they can turn around and say that how good they are, how wonderful they are, how great people they are because they go to therapy, and how nice they are, how they don't want to hurt people's feelings, and blah 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 fucking blah. So when you turn around and call a child sex slave survivor dumb as rocks, yeah, people have an issue with it because they're like, hold on, what the fuck? I thought this is supposed to be the empathy guy. And on top of that, I mean, you provide absolutely no evidence to say anything in which you said is true, but I'll give it to you because they didn't either. So it is what it is.
They're making fun of Hila and Giardia's accents? That's really anti-immigrant of IDUBBZ. I
don't think anyone said that is anti-immigrant of you. I think you're mixing up the response you got from the that stupid immigrant video you made.
I don't even believe it. It's crazy how they're trying to fight it on that front. It's like, no, you're the shit cast. You guys have no principles. You just, you want to do the shock jock thing.
You're literally clicked up with the people who thought it would be okay to parade around a video of somebody making lies up about H3. You're clicked up with the people who thought it was totally okay to send skulls to Ethan's fucking people. You're clicked up with the people who have been going around and using dead Palestinian children as a sword and a shield for like the last 2 fucking years. What do you mean that they're the bad people, bro? What?
Have no principles.
How do they have no principles? You're clicked up with the same group of people who thought it would totally be okay to have a 9/11 cake reenactment, brother. Okay, you're clicked up with the same people who had someone in the group say that she wishes that all US veterans got PTSD. Like, how are they the shit podcast? How are they the ones with no principles? You clicked up with Hassan and his losers for money. That's it. Like, literally for relevancy, which equates to money. And you've gotten nothing in return. Literally, what has he gotten? He's gotten shit on by pretty much the majority of the people that matter from the commentary community that he's come from. He's been milked. He's given people lobster dinners multiple nights in a row. Like, I'm not exactly sure what he won in this. An audience, an audience that'll turn on him the moment the moment their master tells them to.
You just like, you want to do the shock jock thing, but you also want a pearl clutch because I don't know, you think that that's a winning strategy, makes you feel like you're a good person. No, you're not. You're not good people. You're bad people.
Damn, you really got him there, IDUBBZ. Yeah, that'll totally take away all the poopy pants stuff. Freaking IDUBBZ.
These people create an importance in their head. Like, I don't know.
What's with the fucking Scottish carrot top over here? Is he even Scottish? I don't know.
Like, I've never had that feeling. I haven't voted very much. I think I voted once. And,
Okay. If you care about politics, feel strongly about politics, or in any way, shape, or form care about politics, definitely do your due diligence, go and vote. Personally, I don't vote. You can hate me. I totally understand it. People want to say it's your civic duty. Fuck all of that. I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't no civic duty. Let's just be realistic here. But what I will say is that for somebody who seems to care about the politics on a different fucking continent, it doesn't make much sense to me that you have zero interest in the politics going on in your own fucking country. Now, just because he doesn't vote doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't care about the politics within his country, but he doesn't care enough to actually use the vote that matters, right? As they say, every little vote matters. That's bullshit too. But I'm very cynical when it comes to the government and voting. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious how much this dude will turn around and try and act like he's knowledgeable about any sort of foreign conflict. Yet when it comes to, like, push comes to shove, the dude has no idea what he's talking about, misuses words. Dude thinks he's stoic in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. I honestly think that this, could this possibly be like a form of white guilt here? Because he literally went around, right? He did the whole apology tour and like apologized to this black chick or whoever. It was either a black chick or a black girl for like saying the N-word, and that person was supposed to take the apology on behalf of all black people. I don't know. I feel like the whole Palestinian thing and him siding with Hassan is like some sort of penance, some sort of like white guilt penance that he's still doing. I don't know. I could be me. That's my tinfoil hat theory. It would actually make sense, right? Because if he's like paying for all the stuff that he thinks he did wrong, him being in a relationship with Anissa, somebody who just like dogs on him 24/7. It's either that or he just likes being tortured. And hey, everybody's got a kink, so.
And I think it was for Well, no, it couldn't have been for Romney because I don't think I was 18 by that point. But like this idea that your candidate wins is like You got to vote, brother. Yeah, I know, I know. Uh, the idea that your candidate wins, like, I think I've always felt that. The idea that it's not super representative. I think that's kind of why I've taken the approach for so many years of just being like, like whatever, like it doesn't matter kind of thing, is because
Wait. What? Hold on. He talks so fucking slow and mumbles that I'm like, what?
yeah, I know. Uh, the idea that your candidate wins,
Uh-huh.
like, I think I've always felt that. The idea that it's not super representative.
What does that mean? The idea that your candidate wins isn't super representative. That your vote works?
I think that's kind of why I've taken the approach for so many years of just being like, like whatever, like it doesn't matter kind of thing, is because I am like, what's the word?
Please find it.
D.
Uh-huh.
D.
Yeah. Anytime now,
It's
IDUBBZ.
something. There's a word. But like if your candidate eventually wins,
Yeah.
like you might have been expecting like, oh shit, now that my guy has finally won, like something's going to happen.
No shit.
But it kind of feels like he realized like, oh shit, this is like the same thing. Disillusioned.
IDUBBZ finds empathy at 30, figure out that politicians are snakes at 30, whatever the fuck age he is. Bro, how are you this far behind the times? Yes, candidates oftentimes will promise a lot and deliver very little. It happens all the time because a lot of people will run on promises that they know they will never keep, never intend to keep, or are never able to actually make happen, right? I mean, think about all the difficulties it took for Obamacare to even be pushed through. And the fact that Trump kept on trying to say that he was going to replace Obamacare once he got into office, even though he never had a plan to replace Obamacare, and never even had a policy in mind or anything of that nature, any details whatsoever. But yes, it happens. People will run on promises or policies that they never intend to uphold, or B, are unable to uphold, right? Because you still have to put the bill through Senate. You have to put whatever it is that you're thinking or wanting to pass, it has to be approved. Just the way that it works. But how in the hell is IDUBBZ in his mid-30s and is just now finding out that politicians lie? Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This dude is in his mid-30s or close to mid-30s, and it's just now realizing that politicians fucking lie, bro. This is what I'm talking about. This is why he cannot and should not be a voice of reason when it comes to foreign conflicts. The dude doesn't even know that politicians lie in the first place. So how is he gonna talk about politics in another fucking foreign country where they don't even lie? They just straight up tell you, yeah, I'm going to take over. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to make all my friends rich and kill anybody who tries to stop me. Okay. Well, I guess at that point, it's a little bit more straightforward. Oh my God. This right here is why people clip you, IDUBBZ. This right here is why people put in the full context and laugh at you and make fun of you like I am doing right now, okay? Because you say shit that is just so freaking pathetic and dumb. Yes, politicians lie. They've been doing it longer than either of us have been alive. But I'm glad that in your 30s, at the ripe young age of 30, whatever the flip, you've learned that politicians fucking lie.
Thank you, Bean Fiend. That is the word I was looking for. Yeah,
He's
just
a
super
fucking
disillusioned.
idiot.
He lost all his friends. Sounds like bad friends. Not necessarily. I think it just sounds like they were probably pretty surface level friendships in the first place. People have weird ideas.
I mean, I guess it all depends on what you think is like what it takes for you to actually be a close friend. I don't know. I'm still not over the fact that this moron doesn't know that, just learned that politicians lie. Look, some people are going to think that you're more friends or you have a stronger relationship than you yourself are going to think, and vice versa. It is what it is. It really depends on what it is that you consider to be a friendship.
Ideas of what fucking friendship is. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Ozzy, I have to agree with you. I don't think IDUBBZ has ever known like what a real friendship is. And I even said this in the last IDUBBZ video where I said that IDUBBZ it seems like IDUBBZ has never actually had a real friend group because of the whole, oh, well, Ethan was saying that the gorgeous gay all the time. He was calling him gorgeous. He might be gay, you know, blah, 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 insinuating all that dumb shit. It's like, if you've ever been in a friend group, you like that wouldn't be the way you think about this, because you would know that people have nicknames. When I was in high school, right, there's this homie that was like a year or two under us, and he had multiple nicknames. Okay, multiple. I don't even remember his real name because we almost never called him by his real name. It was either Black Lancelot or Dreads or just Lancelot. Those are the three things we would call him. And to this day, those are the three things I remember him by. I don't know the dude's actual freaking name. It's the same thing as like if you've ever gamed with your homies, right? You almost all the time will call them by their screen name, even if it's on YouTube or something, even if you know their real name or anything of that nature, you call them by their screen name all the time. Like me, Zeph, and Ken, all three of us know each other's like real names behind the scenes. And even when we're texting in the DMs or one-on-one or even in phone call or something like that, we always refer to each other as our screen names, not our real names. We don't use them. We never freaking use them whatsoever. So it's just second nature to call each other by a screen name, a nickname, something of that nature, which is what tells me that IDUBBZ has never had a legitimate friend group in his entire fucking life. Either that or he has, but they were just suburb kids. And I don't mean a knock to the suburb people, but let's be realistic. Y'all don't really go through some shit like that really like bonds homies. You know what I'm saying? You don't really bond, nigga. But anyways, that's why I think he doesn't know what having actual friends are. So when he clicks up with freaking Hassan's crew and all that, and he's getting all this like, you know, he's getting all this like pseudo attention, fake attention, and all these like this pseudo props and bullshit and everything just being gassed up. He thinks that's like how real friends are. Not the fact that they would call you out on your bullshit. A friend group isn't supposed to be an echo chamber. You're supposed to have people who are going to check you when you're doing or saying dumb shit, or at least join in with you so you're not alone.
Like, some people just think their friends are like people that they talk to on a regular basis. But unless you're like doing some amount of like sacrifice for people, in my opinion, I don't think that there's like that can be I mean, maybe a light friend. Why do you have these feelings?
What the fuck is a light friend? You have light friends, heavy friends, translucent friends? It's like, what the fuck is a light friend? You're just could I have this salad with a little bit of light friend on it? Like, look. I have homies that I can go months without talking to. And when we pick up, it's like time never stopped, right? It's like we never stopped hanging out. We never stopped talking or anything. I literally had a dude who I don't think I had talked to for multiple years. And he ended up actually like delivering me some food off of Instacart. And we chopped it up for like 30 minutes and talked and everything and whatnot. Like time had never passed, caught up, yada, yada, whoop-de-woo, you know what I'm saying? But IDUBBZ does not seem to be the type of person who can handle that, who can like actually identify what being a real friend is. And the problem, or the reason I should say, is because he himself isn't a real friend. Like, it's very obvious between what happened with him and the H3 crew, you know, him and Ethan and AB and all of them and Harley. He doesn't know how to be a good friend. He's a piece of shit human being, and he's only looking out for himself. Like, honestly, in my personal opinion, if his views like didn't stop, like wasn't dropping down like they were prior to him clicking up with Hassan and them niggas, like I think he still would have been on Ethan's side, because he clicked up with Hassan and them when it was looking really bad for Ethan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he took the side that he thought was gonna win this. And now three of them are now two of those losers, I guess technically three, 2.5 of those losers are getting sued and are 100% more than likely, I shouldn't say 100%, 99% going to lose the lawsuit. And then the other person just doesn't even care about him. Like, none of these people had IDUBBZ's back to throw their hat in the ring with him when it came to going after Ethan. They all do it on their own. If you ever notice, they never like click up, they never make videos together, they never really stream together and talk shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always like solo dolo bullshit. And I'm not saying that you need to gang up on a person. It's just a little odd, right? Like, if all of you are going at somebody for the same things, don't you think you would like come together with it? That's just me. I don't know. To me, it's like Hassan streams and then everybody else just repeats what he says. You know, it's like Locale Live when it comes to rewind. Every show rewinds.
So I don't know. You can't help people when they don't fucking communicate their feelings. Like, I had to fucking learn this shit myself. In the beginning of my relationship with Anissa, there was loads of it, where I didn't know what the fuck I was feeling. I was like, she would ask me, am I good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Why do you keep asking me that? I'm fucking fine. Meanwhile, I was not fine. I was just not sharing shit. I had a lot of feelings in my head, a lot of thoughts, a lot of resentment, a lot of things building up. And I would not fucking share it because I was.
Well, I think we got the answer, folks. He had a lot of resentment built up inside of him. I mean, if he's got who'd you have that resentment to, IDUBBZ? Who didn't you like? Who were you pretending to be nice around?
It was a piece of shit.
I'm going to be honest. If you're friendly with somebody that you do not like, you are the piece of shit, not them. In my personal opinion, if you are a friend or friendly with somebody that you dislike and you never tell them that you do these things that piss me off, or I don't want to be friends with you, or yada, 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 you are the bad person in that situation. And this is the reason why. It's one thing to be nice to people, right? But the longer you're nice to somebody that you don't want to be around, the more you placate to it, the more you're encouraging this person to act that way or do those things. And eventually there comes a point in time where you not saying something, in my opinion, deprives you of the ability to be upset about it in the future, because you wouldn't have to deal with it if you just stopped being friends or interacting with that fucking person. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Don't be gaslit. Also, we made money for charity every year. Yes. Even this year, the event that didn't end up getting put on, that got canceled, we did everything we could in the lead up to it to raise money. It was close to $250,000 that was raised this year.
Didn't make any money on CC2
for Creator Clash. And the year before, it was close to $250,000 as well. Obviously, that was after. That was like a post-event fundraiser, because I was.
Yeah, so okay, but here's the thing. All you did with that makeup live stream is prove you don't have to put on an event in order to send money to people. Like, in order to do charity, you could just do charity streams. Fucking Rooster Teeth had done it for like over a decade before they ended up being closed down, and you know, now they're back up, but hey, we'll see what ends up happening there. But they used to do streams, like 24-hour a children hospital donation stream, and they didn't have to put on some massive huge event. They didn't have to fly out all these creators who had absolutely nothing to do with what they were doing. They didn't have to have a freaking multiple galas. They didn't have to have a $30,000 comedian. They didn't have to have multiple balls. They didn't have to have a freaking gala to celebrate and then a gala to go ahead and deal with their, you know, their trauma. So you spent more in, I'm going to assume here, and I could be wrong, but out of the 3 events, I would assume that they spent more money putting the event on than they ever spent in charity, right? So you have the 1.5 from the beginning, you have the 250K that we're going to do whole numbers, the 250K that they made on the live stream. And then didn't he just say that he donated 250 on CC3's failure?
In the lead up to it, to raise that didn't end up getting put on, that got canceled. We did everything we building up, and I would not fucking share it because I was a piece of shit.
You still are.
I'll be gaslit. Also, we made money for charity every year. Yes. Even this year, the event that didn't end up getting put on, that got canceled, we did everything we could in the lead up to it to raise money. It was close to $250,000 that.
Okay, so let's just say another 250, which makes it $1 million, right? Or which would make it $500,000 plus the other half already. So we're at $2 million, right? And the charity the charity, the CC2 was already, if I'm not mistaken, either $250,000 or $500,000 in the red prior to CC2 ever fucking starting. Okay. Then they spent all the money that they did, the 30,000 on the comedian, the money, the tens of thousands that they spent on the rooms and the flying people out, the catering, the 2 galas of flying everybody home, all that stuff. Right. So I could imagine it was easily creeping up on $1 million to put on fucking the event itself. Let's, for, you know, safety here, for safe purposes here, let's say that it was probably somewhere around $750,000. Now, if you multiply that by 3 or by 2, because, you know, we're already, you know, they use the same arena. Okay, so if we multiply that by 2, you're looking at about 1.5 million right there. So you're already at more than half of of what was made between the 2 events. Again, this is all just spitballing. You know, we're doing round numbers here. But I'm going to assume that between the 3 events, they spent more money trying to put the event on than they actually donated to charity. I would love to see the receipts to know if I'm correct, because I feel like I am.
That was raised this year for Creator Clash, and the year before it was close to 250,000 as well. Obviously, that was after that was like a post-event fundraiser, because I was like, oh shit, we didn't make any money. But the telltale sign that this is a disproportionate hate campaign run by miserable people is the fact that most of the folks directly affected by the Jama's behavior have moved the.
Oh my, he's reading Reddit comments in favor of him. Oh. What is he on, H3 Snark?
The fuck on. They expressed their disappointment in the moment and kept pushing. I think this is probably one of the most telling bits here. Because there are a lot of people that we have like worked with directly, and they have not fed into this weirdo shit.
Okay, but the people, you have to actually think about this though. The people who are most affected by the bullshit you guys did were the fighters who got paid, okay? Who got fucking paid the first round, then the second round, well, I should say the first event, then the second event, people were getting paid, and then you were paying some people more than others, even though you lied and told them that they were all going to get paid. And then some people got bonuses that were bigger than others, right? Let's not forget about that. And a lot of the people in which you were dealing with that have gripes with you don't have channels where they're commentary people. Harley's been out of the game for a long time. freaking AB is somebody who was affected by you, and he's been giving you shit. Then you also have the trainer and the trainer's wife who was affected by you. They've been giving you shit. Then you have the rest of the people, the rest of the fighters. I mean, you had 2 Minecraft people, some other like freaking not Draw My Life, animation people. Like, their content doesn't revolve around drama and commentary. So of course they're not going to make videos about it. They're still going to say their piece and then move on from it. But the difference here is that you are actively attacking Ethan. So he's responding with all the bullshit you do. It's like he's so retarded that he can't see this. IDUBBZ, you need like to double up on therapy. I don't know what it is. You need like 2 therapy or therapist squared or something of that nature, bro. Because you are so fucked in the head that you're reading freaking dick gobbling comments on what I imagine is freaking H3 snark Reddit in an effort to cope and feel better about yourself.
But the people who have?
This is not what therapy looks like.
Like, there's a lot of people that we worked with in the boxing world, aside from my disgraced boxing coach.
Oh my God, he keeps saying disgrace. That word does not mean what you think it means. Just because you don't like him doesn't mean he's disgraced, you fucking moron. See, if I was to say that IDUBBZ is a disgraced commentary creator, right, a commentary personality, that would be correct because he's not a part of the commentary community anymore. He's been shunned by the greater majority of the commentary community. He is a disgraced commenter. That works. Saying the dude's a disgraced boxer or boxing coach just because you don't like him, that's not how it works.
And we have a good relationship with many of those people.
Because they don't know you.
And, that's why we were set to do a 3rd event. A-loggers? What the hell is that? What is A-loggers? I've never heard this term before.
Oh my God. You were set to do the 3rd event because, again, those first and foremost, you have the event coordinators. These people really don't care anything about you unless the drama around you is going to cost them, revenue. Which it kind of did. And then you have all the other content creators who are in different circles from all the bullshit that you do. So of course they're not going to have a problem with you. And the boxing people from the boxing world, they're probably not on YouTube either. It's like saying, well, this blind guy doesn't mind me flipping him the middle finger. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Okay, you guys are doing so much LGBTQI plus pride in the chat. It's actually starting to give me an aneurysm. I don't know. Maybe just not like plus pride.
I just noticed this. Jarvis, I'm low on karma. In response to this person's book.
In the chat, it's actually starting to give me an aneurysm.
And it got ratioed too. You got 35 upvotes compared to 6.
QI plus pride in the chat. It's actually starting to give me an aneurysm. I don't know. Maybe just not like... Maybe just taking time for myself, like optically and stuff, to like get to a place where I'm less
lame, less of a loser, less of a cuck, less of a soy boy, less of a woke fucking Karen. Like, no, I'd highly doubt he's going to say any of that. He's probably going to say, so to get to a place where I'm less stressed out about all of this, where I'm less angry about all of this, or I'm less affected by all of this. No, he can't admit that he's affected by it. Let's see what he says.
I don't know. Fucking surrounded by drama and hate.
I was right. Less stress. All right. I mean, I'm going to take that.
Even in Creator Clash 2 and 1 for that matter, like it was in a lot of ways very tumultuous, even behind the scenes, or especially behind the scenes. Like there are a lot of things that we had to deal with that a lot of people aren't privy to. And yeah, I don't know. I see it as a business thing in a lot of ways where it's like, yeah, this business effort didn't pan out. So you can criticize that like we're bad business people or that we're bad at running charity things, shit like that. But to say,
well, yeah. So the first event went off well. The second event was bad. You guys came out and said, hey, these are all the things that made Creator Clash 2 fail. We're going to do it again for Creator Clash 3. So yeah, I think it's fair to say you guys are pretty bad at business decisions.
Say to make a bigger statement about, or to be vague about the statements and conflate it with business things with morality, I don't think is a good thing to do. I should probably
I have I have to hear that again. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Statements and conflate it with bad business people, or that we're bad at running charity things, shit like that. But to say to make a bigger statement about, or to be vague about the statements and conflate it with business things with morality, I don't think is a good.
To conflate business things with morality? Okay, well, there is morals in business. I mean, like, there's workers' rights, there's working conditions. Is he trying to say that you shouldn't conflate our bad business decisions with us being morally bankrupt? Is that what he's trying to say? Maybe
a good thing to do. I should probably
no
get some custom made like rugs and shit to put in the background, and I should make sure Fiona's posted up somewhere so I could do the full White Hassan grid.
Why do you keep saying White Hassan? I know Hassan is like Middle Eastern or some shit, right? He's Turkish, but the dude is bleach. The dude is like, he looks like the only reason he's got dark skin is because he tans. Like, that's it, man. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Grift. I got to figure out my White Hassan grift a little harder.
Well, you have the, zero lack of accountability down. You have the I'm being taken out of context down. Yeah, you've got it. You're pretty good.
I need to get bigger. I need to get fucking buff. God damn it. I don't have enough time in the day to
Bro,
get
come
buff.
Come on. We all have the same 24.
Okay. Ooh, man. No, I think White Hassan eats edibles. I don't think White Hassan does zins. Maybe everything's reversed. It's kind of like the dark.
It's not reversed. It's definitely not reversed. You have lied the same way he does. You've dodged accountability the same way he does. You've not placated. You've you've done all the exact same things. If you want to be the opposite of Hassan, that means you're going to be well researched. You're going to know what you're talking about. You're going to take accountability. You're not going to run from debates. You're not going to crash out over criticism. You'll actually interact with criticism. Like, there's a lot you'd have to change.
Link or whatever. I stop lifting. I start. I could keep the running going on because I'll lose more weight that way.
You need to gain it, not lose it.
I'll do chew. I like that. I'll do chew. And I need to get I need to not have very much swag, which isn't hard for me to
saying that Hassan has swag. Okay. All right, I'm done with the video. Fucking like, bro, come. Okay, all right, whatever. Anyways, yeah, IDUBBZ is a complete fucking loser. Ian, I don't know what it is. Apparently, my disdain for him just really means that I actually love him to death. Apparently, it is what it is. That's what therapy tells people. That's a very bad thing. Okay, that sounds like some stalkerish shit. No. When they want you to not come into their home or within 1,000 feet of them, that means they really want you to do it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Tell me, is he really the White Hassan? Is he the new savior? Does therapy actually mean you know what's going on in other people's heads? Do you think IDUBBZ has ever had friends? All right, guys. I've been Kmplxity. I have no idea how I turned a 11-minute video into almost an hour, but hey, it is what it is. Gift of gab. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Be happy.
From zero to hero, we